Well, I'm not a small ranch worker.
Hey everyone, Stoner Van Houten here. It is Wednesday, October 15th, 2025. Today's video, we're going to talk about Patricia Krenwinkel. She was granted parole by the state of California, but we all know that Gavin Newsom here, the governor, gets the last say. And, he waited about 90 days or 100 days or whatever it was, and then he denied her. So she has been denied parole by Gavin Newsom. Now, I know how there's mixed feelings about this. Some people say they're happy about this and they're happy that she's going to stay in, and that's a good thing. People like myself who believe in rehabilitation, I think she deserves to be out because of what the law states here in the state of California. You have to remember that the Manson family were sentenced to death, right? They originally were sentenced to death. Then in 1972, California got rid of that and gave them life with the possibility of parole. And you're missing that last part right there, with the possibility of parole, which means if you do this, and this over a period of time, you're going to be diagnosed by a parole board, and they're going to see if they find you fit to go home. And it happens every year. Now, Leslie Van Houten was set free. So was Lynette Fromey, and also so was Steve Grogan. So it's not like they've never released Manson family members before. They have. And if you go by the law, if you look at what Patricia Krenwinkel's been doing the last 56 years in prison, or 57 years in prison, about 56 years in prison, you'll see that she really probably has the best resume of somebody who incarcerated could have. Meaning you're doing the programs, you're doing all the stuff, you're taking your meds and all that kind of stuff. Now, the one thing here, first of all, people, I just want everyone to understand, I am totally pro-rehabilitation. So it's not like, I'm just pro-Manson family and I just want them all to be free. So don't think like that, because that's very ignorant of you to think that. But I'm totally pro-rehabilitation. I do believe people can change. If you want to change, you can. I mean, I'm a great example of that myself. So in this particular case, I think that if you were to release Patricia Krenwinkel, I don't think anything would happen. Number one, look, Leslie Van Houten's been free for a couple of years and nothing's happened. And I know you're probably thinking, well, it's not about letting them free. It's about the victims and stuff like that. I understand that. Look at the victims and they want them, these people to suffer for as long as possible. I totally get that. But the one thing the victims and other people have to understand is that they shouldn't be mad at the Manson family because, well, as far as the killing thing, you shouldn't be mad as far as being paroled because that's not on them. The state of California put that on them, gave them the possibility of parole. So it's the state of California you really need to be mad at, because the Manson family girls are just doing, or Krenwinkel is just doing what the state of California is allowing her to do. Because the state of California is saying, if you do this, and this, there's a possibility we're going to let you out. We're not, not 100%, but there's a possibility. And in this case, she's been granted parole by the parole board. And now it's up to Gavin Newsom, which I think really is just stupid. A lot of states don't do this. What's the point of having the parole board if the governor's just going to shoot it down? But besides that, people, look, she's been denied by Newsom, which means now the next time she comes up for parole, she should be granted parole every single time now. I don't see any reason why they would deny her parole. She'd have to do something wrong in prison for them next time to deny her. So I think she'll get it every single time, and we'll just see if every single time Gavin Newsom will do this. Now, some people say, well, Gavin Newsom possibly could be running for president in the future, and he doesn't want this on his resume, so this is one of the reasons why he's denying it. I know people like Deborah Tate has a big influence and Anthony DeMiria. They get a lot of people on the other side to keep them in, to do the best they can to keep them in. So a lot of back and forth. And in this particular case, Tex Watson and Patricia Krenwinkel are the only two people left on the planet that were at Cielo Drive. Okay, that's it. Krenwinkel was there, and so was Tex Watson. Bruce Davis wasn't there, and neither was Bobby Beausoleil. So these two people, I understand why a lot of people think that they need to be there forever. And I can, you make a good case for Tex, even though you may say, what if Tex rehabilitates himself? Should he be out? Hey, look, I mean, as long as he's rehabilitated and he really is, when the board says he should go out, then yes. I mean, then why do we have these people called the parole board who diagnose you? And they're the ones who are saying, look, they went to college and everything, and they're smart, right? And they're the ones who are saying it's okay to put you back on the street. You're not a harm. You're not a threat. You know, if we just keep saying, well, what about the victims? What about the victims? Then we might as well just kill everybody. Just kill everybody. Fuck. I mean, they were sentenced to death anyway. Look, and don't get me started on the death penalty, because I have no problem with that shit, dude. I have no fucking problem with the death penalty, man. If you get someone, fucking kill their ass. Fuck it. I have no problem with that. But right now, this video is about Patricia Krenwinkel being denied by Gavin Newsom. She's going to stay in prison, and probably her whole life. We'll see what happens with the rest of them. Stoner Red Hound here with my kitty cat, Batman. Yeah, all right. Yeah, Batman says okay. You all right? All right. You're a good kitty. You are. Okay. All right. All right, kitty, that's enough.